Alright, so today's a special day. We've got something that just arrived that's very special. You might already guess it is the Exist Daiwa Exist LT 5000 CXH. You can only get this model from Japan, unfortunately. At the moment you can't get it in Australia, but you can get another 5000 version of it called the LT 5000D-CXH, which is a more deeper spool compared to this one, where this one's a bit more of a shallow spool. This will fit 2 PE2 for up to 300 meters, whereas the other one, the D-CXH, will fit 2.5 PE up to 300 meters. Right, so enough of me yabbering. I'll just go ahead and open it. This took quite a bit of some time to arrive to me as well. There were other fees that involved customs, so if you are looking at getting this model from Japan like I did, just be aware there's about $200 or something worth of duties, fees that you have to pay to get your hands on this. But since this fits more of my style of fishing, I think it's worth it, since it's something there we go. Start coming out now. There we go. Alright, so first impressions, the box looks very nice. Very nice finish with the Daiwa logo, made in Japan. Higashikurumi City, Tokyo, Japan. And here are the stats that you can see. You can probably pause the video and have a look at it in depthly, but it will fit PE number 2, 0.20 millimeters in diameter for 300 meters. The reason why I chose this over the D-CXH model that's available in Australia is because it's a shallower spool. It will also allow me to cast further than regular deep spools. The deeper it is, the harder it is to peel line off, and the more shallow spool it is, the easier it is to peel line off, and that's how you're going to get the cast from the type of fishing that I'm doing, which is mainly just shore jigging, casting from the shore. Inshore fishing, you want to get that really long range cast so you can hit that deep water without having to get too close to the water's edge and slip in the water, especially if you're fishing off the rocks, or if you just want to cast way behind the waves where you can hit in those reefs where all the fish are lurking in that deep water. Okay, so let's just go ahead and open this as well. So, and it will fit 1.5 PE as well. I haven't decided what type of PE I'm going to put on this reel yet. It's probably most likely going to be 1.5 to start with, and then I might go up to PE number 2 if I find that I'm not able to land fish as effectively. But generally I want to go as thin diameter as possible, just so I can get that further distance in the cast. I think that's really helpful, especially your shore jigging, and that's your type of fishing. So let's figure out how to open this. I think you just slide it up, push it through. Yeah. Well, so far it's packed very nicely, like very tight. I'm actually struggling a little bit to get this out. There we go. So the packaging is top, and the box feels very premium, very nice. A little bit like opening up, if you ever use Apple packaging, they're very tightly packed and nice, and the packaging has a nice feel to it. It actually feels a little bit like suede, actually, the box. I mean, so we'll open this up. Oh, and there it is. So there we have the Exist 5000. On the other side, I believe it's the actual reel. And there's a lot of other packaging there. It's the actual reel bag that you can put it in to protect your reel. These are very useful for travel, just so that I don't scratch my reel. It's nice that they decided to include like a real foam bag in this Exist, and some Exist warranty information. It's all in Japanese. Maybe someone who's from Japan can tell me what it all says and stuff. Some support information, so SLP. So if your reel ever gets damaged or needs a service, you could send it back to Japan for servicing. And a nice little letter, actually. Oh. Maybe some Japanese viewers can tell me what this one says as well. Translate. I might put that into Google Translate later and have a look as well myself. But I believe that's the warranty information as well, as maybe some care boxing experience. How about that? So this is probably the most expensive light reel that you could get besides the Shimano Stella. I'm more of a Daiwa fanboy, but I do have Shimano products at that low end. I don't have any at the high end. I think in terms of value, Shimano does a lot better in the low end products for your money compared to Daiwa, whereas Daiwa just not, like, in my opinion, hits it out of the ballpark at the high end stuff. The high end reels, the high end rods, they just feel way better to use. And my experience with them it's all very good compared to the high end stuff that I've used and tried out in the past from Shimano. And I'm just spinning the ball bearing, and that feels super smooth, super light handle. Wow, it just blows my mind how light it is. I'll just get this reel out now. And a nice leather, nice foam packaging, patches very tightly in. Wow, and that's the reel itself there. Feels super solid. Very loud drag, which I love. Drag clicker. That's one of my complaints about the Daiwa Certate LTs, is that their drag sound is very quiet. And that's probably my only complaint about the Daiwa Certate LT, is that the drag clicker is very silent. Otherwise, it's a very solid reel. So this time I thought, why not go for a bit more of an expensive reel just to see how it is. I mean, just spinning it right now and with the drag clicker, it sounds very good already. Sounds worth it already. Okay, and we'll just check out this size so that you can interchange the handle on whichever side you like to have it. I normally like to have mine on the right-handed side, and that's a very, to make sure you don't lose that washer there. feel like if you're gonna change it on the fly, could run into problems with that washer coming out and you losing it. But I'm probably gonna be the only one that ever uses reel, and I'm primarily a left-handed spinner guy. So I spin with my left hand, and I hold the reel and rod with my right. Although most hands do the opposite. And that already feels super smooth. And it just goes by itself. There's no resistance, it just spins. Wow. And that knob is very smooth as well. Just feels very smooth. A very nice feeling and looking egg beater. So yeah, and you can see here the Daiwa etching telling you what braid to use, how much it will fit on the spool. The model type, and if we take this apart actually, you can see the insides there. So it is fully shielded here, unlike other Daiwa reels in the past. So that deflects all the salt water or water in general from entering the spool and ruining the smoothness of the reel. And even with the spool off, it just feels so good right now. Anyway, let's put it back on. Alright, so if you'd like to see more of this reel in action, you'd like to see me catch some fish with this reel as well, stay tuned, because you'll be seeing plenty of it in a lot of my upcoming videos. Yeah, thanks for liking, subscribing, watching, and stay tuned for more. Cheers guys, see you later.